Hello, my name is Gold Vision. Happy, what's it, Wednesday? Today I'm playing a game. It's called Fireworks Mania. I don't really know what's going on in it. It's pretty kind of low poly. Oh, what's this? Oh, looks like there's some kind of firework here. And some kind of igniting tool. I don't know what that could possibly do. That makes sense. And this seems to make a little more sense, too. I just wanted to celebrate. Another Wednesday. I don't know exactly what's going on out there in the world. I just like video games, and that's all I've done. That's all I know about them, about this particular one. You could create an arrangement of fireworks and attach them with this fuse tool. But the effectiveness and the extra detail work is necessary to create a show-stopping fireworks show. It's not something that I'm familiar with. I've only spent about 10 minutes in this fireworks world. And so I was thinking recently that I might not be the most useful, talented, fantastic, complicated person. I'm streaming player, but I'm willing to learn new systems of complicated puzzles and explore and share vehicle. Whatever it is that video games have to offer. I think that's my primary skill. Humility that I'm willing to approach these different video game experiences with. As far as I can tell, there's a physics tool which lets you pick up stuff and rotate it, so that way it's not pointed directly at a building. I watched a video from the person who created this game, and he said that he wanted to create a fun environment that was safe to play with fireworks in. And I believe he's achieved it. I checked it out. This town is empty, and nobody is particularly upset about my various activities out here. So I made sure and knocked on all the doors, but I haven't tested most any of these, and I figured I could do that, you know. I could do that here with other people witnessing these behaviors, sharing it in general. I think it's awesome to have an opportunity to create a fireworks show and explore the value of it. I'm actually really into fireworks, if you can believe it. I think it's a real like fun way to embrace the excitement that is our contemporary society and the things that we've achieved together. To use pyrotechnics and celebrate just the general achievements of humanity without obviously attacking or hurting anybody, because that's as you know, priority for me too. I'm not sure what changes the fuse color here. I don't think it matters, but I don't currently know how to best arrange a fireworks show. So I'm open to suggestions, obviously, always. I think that one time I tried to make a fireworks game, and I, as unimpressive as it was, I did it. I created a firework that shot off in one direction. Then I realized I could just look up to see if somebody else had done the work, and the relative amount of time it would take for me to continue doing it, and the relative achievements of what that person or I would be seeking to achieve. And the more I thought about it, the more it was like, if I can just type in what I want and it pulls up something online that is exactly what I'm trying to do. The light-hearted fireworks simulator, obviously, not an elaborate, life-risking, dangerous, or exhausting process of putting together fireworks and using gunpowder and taking those risks with my character's life. Instead of doing that, I could just find somebody else's contribution to the marketplace and then enjoy the opportunity to do it. It makes it seem like, ooh, isn't that what we should be doing across the board? Isn't that the aspiration? That we all kind of just slowly contribute ideas. I'll pick that one up. And instead of worrying so much about creating our own very special, unique, and then profitable version of our reality, we can instead just kind of throw out ideas. And the person who made this game was trying to create a very specific experience because there were already fireworks games in existence. And he must have been inspired by them doing the same thing. And it's exciting to think that we're all kind of working together towards these similar ideas. Oh yeah, I promised to pick that one up. Let's do it. And just see where things end up. I don't think I pointed at them very well. But I don't think it's that important. Alright. Let's just try out this little show that we made. I don't think the fireworks should be too loud. I think they're up in the sky too. I really do love them. They seem to follow their own rules. Wow. That was fun. And now they're all gone. It's incredibly... If there's a Zen garden of gunpowder in the sky, that's what it is. We're clear, and we're back to a peaceful evening in the middle of anywhere, USA. I don't think it's too elaborate to guess that this might be the USA. Let's see. There's these as well. What are called cakes, I've noticed. This is just a little calendar, I guess. Go ahead and pop them on. Oh, and one of these. Your traditional zoom in and out controls. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this is the kind of thing that you could find in any Unity-styled game if the developers were interested in such a thing. Which is the other reason that I've been live streaming recently, is to examine what's important to me and what's important in the games that are available. Because I don't necessarily have the time to create an entire discussion thread about these experiences as you find them. It's more about the opportunity to just share them and discuss them in the moment for anybody interested, and then move on and get on to the next project. I am constantly working on projects, and I don't know what the priorities should be. I don't know what's going to happen with this stuff. That's pretty reckless. But it feels like it's really fun to just stack these up and see what happens. I don't know what those are. I'm taking a big risk. A big risk with any of these. Because you don't want to throw off your show. I wasn't paying attention to the ones that I did fire off. Like what is this orientation going to do? I'm willing to do a little bit of a fireworks study. If you'll have it. If you'll put up with it. I bet I could do a whole half circle here. Viper 2s. That looks like some trouble. And how do you best do it? Not with the not with the lighter. Let's connect them in the reverse way, actually. And it's a race against the clock. It's not very organized. But it is fun. I think the cobbler's your standard issue. I think, oh, these are the colors, right? Let's, how do you rotate again? E. If they're equidistant, they should go off at the same time. That makes sense, right? Equidistant. And we'll start off with this right here. Connect them all. If you are so inclined, I would suggest you listen to some music for this fireworks show. I think that it adds to it. I would play some, but I haven't prepared anything for this particular event. I did want to talk over it too, and so I didn't want to throw any, copyrighted stuff in here in case you're celebrating on your own. In fact, this is, and sometimes my live streams can offer up as a great background experience, a low stress, low problem, fun examination of video games. That's the aspiration, at least. Not all of them, obviously. There's going to be some that will inevitably create stress if it's a game that has conflicts, which many do. Many do. But the ones that don't, like this one, I believe there was no introductory mission that required me to attack aliens or hunt down an enemy. Nothing like that. It was just straight up into the menu of what was happening next. Bow. Bow. I would call this tedium if it wasn't so beautiful and enjoyable. Actually, can use zigzagging. It might be the way to go to. There, and then 2. There, then 3. Yes, this is what I want to do. 4. I'm learning as I go. 5. 5. 6. 6. I'm probably missing them. But doing 2 at a time probably isn't too terrible of an experience either. Let's get that one. If I'd alternated them, it would have been clearer, but I think it would have been harder to make such a beautiful arrangement. One by one. There's a saying I heard once that you have to prepare that which you wish to enjoy. And I think that runs true for a lot of things. That even in cooking or painting, the thing that you're going to enjoy the most is the thing that you make for yourself, because it's going to have all the details and all the specifics. And then to boot, it'll have the achievement of you actually doing that thing. There's obviously some joy in receiving something that was made specifically for you. But at the same time, you run the risk of not hitting your exact preferences and then being disappointed, because some people can't know exactly what is most important to you and what is most enjoyable to you. And I don't. I barely know what I enjoy for myself, but let's get that one to go straight through. I don't think this is how fuses work either. And then when this hits, it'll hit big. I hope. There's no way to know. Alright. How are we feeling about this? There's a comment that this is like one of those first-person shooter mouse trainers. And I think you could probably toss an experienced player right in to this. It's low-stress, low-poly environment. And they would be able to figure out. It's actually a little complicated, but in a way that you'd feel safe learning without having, the Covenant coming at you. Stand back this time, just kind of watch. Alright, let's fire straight up. Oh. That's what we want. They're pointed in every direction. Missed a couple. Those were the Viper 2s. Now I can remember that. Fortunate. Wow. I think I just experienced a little joy. I hope you did too. I don't know. I don't know how much more I need right now, honestly. There's other toys in here. If there's anything anyone in particular wants to see, I'd be willing to toss it up there. But I think that I didn't want to take a lot of time this evening. I just wanted to kind of demo this experience and celebrate, making it through another Wednesday. Just getting to the end of it, No particular reason. Just sometimes you gotta celebrate what's important. You gotta celebrate the opportunity we have to continue to experience the visuals and the joy of a safe fireworks environment, if one so developed by an individual who wanted to share it, is brought forth. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll do some firecrackers. Check it out. That was really fun, though. I wasn't ready for the chaos. those were not messing around. I didn't think that they would be so fantastic. But you learn it all one bit at a time. Okay, well, thank you for watching. This is Fireworks Mania. It's available on the Steam store. And I bought it on a whim. I thought I would do it someday. And today's that day. My name is Gold Vision. And I hope you have a good one.